course of the game. And now he is making a statement here in this meta. Abadango leading the pack with obviously that big win at Pound 2016. And he's making a splash here. Going to look to take a set off of Anti in the winner's side of top 48. And it looks like they've struck here to Town and City for our starting stage.
And, you know, ever since that win on Pound 2016, people have just been talking about Abadango left and right. And we've been seeing more and more Mewtwo's pop up, which is great because when the character was first released, no one really was thoroughly impressed with the character. You know, at first they thought, oh, maybe he might be viable. Then after a while, they're like, character's way too light. And he just wasn't as fast as he was now.
You want to hear an interesting story? I got to play some friendlies with Abadango at EVO 2015. That was a tournament where he played a lot of Pac-Man, Rosalina, I believe. And in those friendlies we played, his scariest character, the character that beat me the hardest, was Mewtwo. And that was pre-patch. So his Mewtwo has had a lot of time in the lab. He spent a lot of time perfecting this character's meta. And we're going to see that on display here against Anti, one of the forefront Marios.
You know, interestingly enough, when I went to Chokage in April, Abadango was showing me tech with Mewtwo on his 3DS when we went to get dinner with the guys. So, you know what? It's impressive to see that he decided to stick with the character for so long. That might give him an advantage over a lot of other Mewtwo mains who probably picked up the character way later.
Abadango, the pioneer of Mewtwo tech, famously using that Nair footstool disable combo. And that Nair actually going to give him some leeway here. He actually had to a pretty hot start against Anti. With it looks like he's just winning a lot of these little pokes that these players are trading. No super hard committals either way.
You know, and speaking of pokes, Mewtwo has a really tough one for Mario to deal with in the down tilt, right? It has a lot of great range, and even that fair, making Mario have to kind of force his way in.
That fair going to trade very well here against Anti to start things out. And we're seeing a lot of actually aerial boxing from Mewtwo. We're seeing a lot of the cross-up nairs. And if Anti starts to sniff those out, up smash could be a threat.
Ooh, and it looked like right there, he didn't immediately auto-snap to the ledge. I wonder if Mario could have had an opportunity to punish.
Yeah, maybe that run-off dash attack for the stage spike was on the table here, but Anti not going to find that opportunity. Going to connect Fireball to neutral air, get him off stage, but that back air actually going to jump over that fully charged Shadow Ball and give Anti the first stop.
No lie, that backflip from Anti was actually super clutch, dude. The fact that he was able to just jump over the Shadow Ball like that in such close range, what if Abadango canceled that Shadow Ball and just up smashed him, right?
Maybe Abadango's going to be looking for that later in the set if Anti tries to get a little over-aggressive on his Shadow Ball, because charging that Shadow Ball is completely safe. You see him just immediately canceling it in his shield. Yeah. So if he can react to Anti's aggression, he can find a stock. And there he gets caught on that taxi platform on Town and City with the fair. Abadango going to strike back.
Right now, I love how Anti just trying his best to maintain the lead. Not trying to force any kind of approach here. He's in Abadango's face, but look how Abadango just expertly gets out of there.
Yeah, he turned a situation where he was stuck in the corner to Anti being stuck in the corner just very fluently, and then just completely reversed the pressure. Being closer to the center stage is a position of power in this game, very much like Street Fighter. It's just not as evident and not as well discussed, but we see that here definitely on display in this game.
Oh my goodness.
The anti-rolls, trying to get to the corner. This is going to, actually, Abadango going to sneak out a lead for the first time in about 2 minutes here in this set.
That's one of the scariest things to deal with when it comes to Anti. Oh, we saw the footstool disable, but he messed it up there, allowing Anti to live.
Anti kind of getting away with murder here a little bit. A missed input from Abadango, and now he's got to land against Mario, and that's not where you want to be.
Town and City, but he still lives.
Fully charged Shadow Ball is online here. You can try to catch Anti's landing with it if Anti tries to get a little too cute. And there it is! That Fireball is exactly that thing. It's a little too cute. He's going to catch him by the Tims, take out that stock for game one.
He is from New York, so I would have put it past him. My guy. Let's go. So Abadango taking the first game. Dude, I was expecting a possible cape, but Abadango could also use confusion to send it back.
That cape is a threat here. Abadango not showing too much fear of it, though. And you see him just by canceling the Shadow Ball, he can bait out the cape. And okay, here we go. We have Anti switching characters over to the demon of Abadango's bracket life for his almost basically his entire Smash career in this game, Diddy Kong.
Oh, here we go.
Pretty famously at Big House 6 in the crew battles,
Yep.
Zenodo 3-stocked Abadango. Whew. And Zenodo definitely is the bracket demon here for Abadango and ZeRo as well. I don't know how anti-Diddy Kong might fare. We've seen him counterpick with it before, but I don't know how effective it's been.
We'll see. You know, one thing about Anti is that he's known for counterpicking quite a bit. He has a Cloud, Diddy Kong, a Mario,
Charizard,
ZeRo Suit Samus. The list goes on.
He effectively mains the cast here, and he picks the top tier that suits him best, and he is not ashamed that he picks the top tier that suits him best because he knows it gives him the best chance of winning.
That's it.
And so here we go. He's going to try to counter Abadango with the character that gives him the most source of frustration. And so far, it seems to be working out for a decent lead here in Game 2.
That situation just looks so funny. It looked like he had an idea, got the footstool on Abadango, and was like, you know what, let me get out of here before I get KO'd.
So, real talk though, footstool to barrels is a combo that you can pull off.
Whoa!
On that taxi platform, and the patron saint of E2C, Joe Barrels, is the one who pulled that off and posted it on Twitter. It's something that can happen, but Anti did not get the barrels out in time. And instead, he's just going to be opting for the safe stage control, going to look for maybe a detail up smash, a more conventional kill option to take out the Mewtwo stock.
And right now, Anti actually showing his hand quite a bit. There it is. Goes for down tilt, which is way safer. A way safer way to open up an opportunity to get a KO, which he did, putting Abadango in his final stop. And
that he was able to counter the banana to turn it around, and now he's got Diddy Kong off stage, and this is where Mewtwo is in a position of strength in this matchup, is if he can get Diddy Kong off stage. Fun fact, Diddy Kong is also the only character that Nair Footstool Disable does not work on.
Ooh. Anti right now is going to have to watch his rolls. 25% can be inflicted with that Shadow Ball, and it has such great knockback.
Indeed, he almost was able to steal out that stock. He's going to have to get it fully charged back online. But the Shadow Claw, not enough to take the stock, and here comes that ledge pressure. Abadango, he's maybe not hitting hard enough to trying to nair maybe the barrels. Nairing those barrels is so effective as Mewtwo.
Oh yeah, that is definitely something that I've seen a player like Rich Brown do quite a bit in Southern California.
It's one of Mewtwo's best options off stage against Diddy Kong. But sometimes, I mean, Diddy Kong's been getting better and better at recovering, so I'm not surprised to see those vulnerability windows get smaller and smaller as more players are playing this character.
That banana though, keeping Abadango honest.
Indeed. He's trying to Shadow Ball to actually beat the banana throw at him. But instead, he's just going to land a Shadow Claw instead. And look how silly Mewtwo is when he has the banana. It just floats in front of him. The Psychic Master himself doesn't even need to hold items.
Right? He's too good to hold the items, dude. You could just use telepathy.
Man, he's got it made. But now we've got Anti just putting on corner pressure of his own. And it can be so hard to break out of this as Mewtwo versus Diddy Kong.
Ooh, up throw? Okay.
Not enough to take the stock here. Smashville has a decently sized ceiling. Not anything too light. The banana in Mewtwo's hand here, looking to get something out of it. He will start his offense.
And Anti probably looking for another opportunity to get that down tilt opening, but instead goes for up tilt, which has such great knockback, especially at higher percents. That knockback growth is insane.
It's not quite enough here for Mewtwo to die, though, and it's going to give him another shot. Oh, baiting him to grab the banana into that Shadow Ball. Excellently played by Abadango, and he's retreating this taxi platform because if Anti gets too aggressive on it, he can back throw. However, the return serve is going to be Anti getting the up smash, sealing game 2, evening up the set.
Now, you mentioned how Diddy Kong being so short actually makes it difficult, or is it impossible?
I believe Diddy Kong is the only character in the game that cannot be Nair Footstool disabled.
Look at that. You know, that's probably a strategic move from Anti right there.
Now, Abadango is a master of the lab. He's one of the best labbing players that I can think of in Smash for Wii. I'm sure he has some tricks up his sleeve for Diddy Kong, a character that has been his demon for so long in bracket. Looks like Lilad is where he's mousing over, and I don't think we're going to see a counter pick from Abadango. I wouldn't put it past him. He's going to stick with the Mewtwo here on Battlefield.
Here we go. Game 3. Battle for the counter pick is happening right now. And immediately, now here's one thing I want to mention. You know, Abadango opting to go to this stage gives him the teleport cancels. Now,
right.
Yeah, it's going to be, well, edge cancel teleports, which I was going to mention. It's going to be a little bit scary for Anti. Allowing...
He can also tech chase with Disable on these platforms, which can just end a stock so early if Anti's not looking out for it. There's that edge cancel teleport you're talking about. It gives Abadango so many options to approach.
But it looked like Anti was ready for it, going for that grab upon landing.
Nair to fair combo coming out here. Gonna beat out the monkey flip from Anti, and he looks so cornered right now. Abadango put on crazy pressure here.
Oh, yeah. Basically, Anti had to fight his way back on stage. Oof.
Oh, great pressure here from Abadango. Following up that large shadow ball with a smaller one. Made sure that shield was so small from Anti.
Up throw, but no stock gone yet.
He's catching these landings so well. Diddy Kong, a character with a lot of mobility, but Abadango has the bead on the movement patterns from Anti. And he's going to get an up throw to take a solid first stock.
And here we go. I love that, just repositioning himself, allowing him to take center in the blink of an eye.
This game is a great example of how important movement is in Smash for Wii U. This stage giving Abadango so many great movement options. And you see just on display, he's kind of just darting left and right so fluently here.
Oh, whoa, one more!
3!
Wow. I don't think Anti was ready. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely amazing conversion right there from Abadango.
The 3-piece combo, Anti was really cornered. I think his only option was really to fast fall down, but that was just another tricky spot to recover from anyway, and Abadango could have covered it by fast falling his own Nair. So he was just really caught between a rock and a hard place there. Mousing over Duck Hunt here on the counter pick screen. Would not put it past Anti to go to the stage, and it looks like he's not even going to be switching his character. Diddy Kong is going to be who he rides or dies in this winner's bracket.
Okay. I was wondering if we were probably going to see Anti's Cloud or even his Zero Suit Samus, but if he wants to not have to deal with the footstool disable combos out of there, I understand.
Those characters are all very effective on Duck Hunt as well.
Oh, yeah, they are.
If you wanted to go Cloud here. Abadango has some good experience versus Clouds, though, so I would not be surprised to just see him want to stick with the Diddy Kong. Going with that bracket demon, but, you know, Abadango's looked so good.
And here it is. Anti has a lot of room to breathe right here.
Yeah, he's got Abadango cornered on this Duck Hunt stage. Not so many movement options here. It's a little harder to ledge cancel these bushes in the tree because it's so hard to tell when the ledge ends. It's a really ambiguous platform, and it makes it tricky to use those movement options that Abadango is using so well in Game 3.
And here it is again. Abadango. Oh, he's set up really well for potentially another up air. Anti escapes, though.
Good job to get back off of the ledge here, but instead, Anti gonna reverse that, put him back on the ledge again. Banana in Abadango's hand, and he can sneak out like an up smash or something out of a banana throw if Anti is not careful.
And look how Anti's just trying to hold down center the way he's dashing back and forth.
Oh! The strongest punish possible. He was listening to me. I said up smash out of banana, but he added an extra step, which let him charge it and make sure it killed. That
disable coming in handy.
Man, that is such a potent option here. It's so scary sometimes when you give your opponent the banana. Like I said, I've been commentating a lot of ECM games lately. Pikachu with banana is super scary. Mewtwo apparently is even scarier. Oof. And this is the, in Illinois, we like to call this the Shambana Special. I think I explained this to you yesterday, right, in rules. Yeah. The players who go to University of Illinois like to counterpick Duck Hunt a lot and then camp in that top platform. But this isn't campy Abadango anymore. He's putting on the pressure.
Getting all of that damage, dude. He's already put Anti at 89%. It's almost safe to say that this might just be Abadango's game.
Oh, but that great equalizer actually missing the last hit. The up smash, finding a way out of it. is Abadango, and now he's taking his time to land here because you see Anti is sharking for an up smash.
Yeah, he wants to see if he can just send Abadango to the top, throwing out these up tilts.
Forward throw not enough here. Mewtwo is notoriously light, but good DI to live.
Here goes Abadango again. He feels safe on those platforms. He's like, you know what, Anti, you come to me. I have the lead.
He does not need to land on Terra Firma here. He can stay in those trees. Anti is going to have to come up with an answer to it. That's more than just throwing a banana up there. And here we go. We got Anti coming in hard, but he's going to miss the down tilt. That cost him a stock.
Oh, absolutely. And now we have Abadango just fading back. Is he probably trying to go for... Oh, never mind. I thought he was trying to go for a Nair grab. So he can set up for an up throw, but Anti takes that stock.
I don't know if you saw that banana bounced off of Abadango's shield and was just looming there. It kept him cornered, which allowed Anti to set up that back air. Very excellent awareness by Anti to make sure that that stock was lost.
I don't see Anti go for many grabs out of the side B, but right now it's too late. Gets a fair to the face with Abadango taking that game. And what was the score?
It was 3-1.
3-1. Wow.
That was our first not game 5 on the stream today. And Abadango looked like he made a great adaptation to the counter pick attempt by Anti. And that is Abadango moving on in winners. Anti going to have to make a lower bracket run here at UGC.
Just absolutely crazy. We have Void got sent to losers bracket. Who else? Ice Studying.
Ice Studying's in losers. He sent Ally to losers yesterday, with so many players in losers that are so good at this game.
MK Leo.
MK Leo's in losers. I think everyone had him ticketed for top 8 winners side.
Yeah.
I think everyone. And their moms who are watching at home had him ticketed for
all
just
of them.
Play so well today. But Mars going to move on. And who do we got here? Oh, is this the match I think it is?
Pink
Fresh having a seat.
Versus who?
I think he's playing ZeRo, unless he already played him, and then, in which case, I don't know who it is. Pan out. Yep, there's the TSM jacket. We've got Pink Fresh versus ZeRo on the stage here. This should be very exciting. I actually, I was talking to the UR guys about this yesterday. I do not know the history of sets between these two players. Are you aware of any sets they might have played?
ZeRo and Pink Fresh, actually, I am drawing a blank because I remember ZeRo lived on the West Coast for quite a bit, and then the time that Pink Fresh actually came through to visit the Southern California for a 2G GT event, that was when ZeRo was just not as active.
He had not, he had not come back to the scene. He was
exactly.
He was still on a brief hiatus due to some, I think, health issues.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. You know, ZeRo does have a lot of practice against this character in Bayonetta. He, you know, Salem being in New Jersey and ZeRo living in the loft gives him a lot of opportunities to practice against the Umbran Witch. This is going to be an interesting match.
I'm very curious to see how ZeRo can handle Bayonetta. Bayonetta mains are very confident in their character. They think, I think pretty much every Bayonetta main thinks that Bayonetta is the best character in the game. And Pink Fresh is one of those players who has famously stated that Bayonetta has no losing matchups. If Bayonetta did have a losing matchup, though, it would be Diddy Kong.
Dude, even ZeRo thinks that Bayonetta is the best in the game.
Bayonetta's a really good character, man. She's got a lot of good buttons, as I like to say. And we're going to have to see how ZeRo combats that. He's just going to have to play this very fundamentally sound game to take a set off of any Bayonetta player, much less Pink Fresh, one of the best Bayonetta players in the world.
And here it is with ZeRo, who, you know, when he faced off against Salem at Qatar in the Grand Finals, it was rather interesting, right, how patient he was against Salem. Just waiting for Bayonetta to exhaust all of her options, and then he would strike.
These characters kind of represent different philosophical styles of how to play. While we have a big Witch Time coming out here, this could be big damage landing onto the monkey, but okay, he's going to fall out of that second hit. Oh, what I was trying to say before something exciting happened is that Bayonetta is very high reward character. Gets so much out of every single combo. Diddy is going to get these little 1 or 2 piece combos, then retreat to maybe the strongest neutral in the game. So we just see this clashing philosophies on stage here.
Ooh, and Pink Fresh. Okay, just what I was about to mention, catching ZeRo's recovery right there was very crucial, you know. That would open up an opportunity for him to potentially get an edge guard or maybe a KO off the top.
Indeed. Diddy Kong has so many great movement options in Monkey Flip and like B reversing, Peanut Popgun canceling, things like that. If you don't prove that you can punish Diddy Kong's movement, they're going to have free reign on the stage and dart to the left and right. And it's just something you have to prove very early in the set to condition them to stay grounded.
Right now, Zero's going to rinse and repeat, trying to look for an opportunity to get this up air, and it looked like the drift combined with the air dodge allowed Pink Fresh to escape yet again.
Back throw coming out on the taxi platform will be the first stock here. TSM striking first blood against VG Bootcamp.
Jeez, and with Banana in hand, he is already quick to take all that stage off of a forward throw to forward air. And, you know, he uses the dash so that he could, like, carry his momentum forward as he goes for that follow-up.
Here comes a big combo for Pink Fresh. Not going to find the stock off the top, though. ZeRo being able to SDI out of the Witch Twist.
Yeah, man, but he was blocking for too long, put himself in a position where he's getting edge guarded. Oh. And I love the follow-up from Pink Fresh with that forward smash to keep the stocks close.
Unfortunately for ZeRo, I think he was looking for the barrels to explode and challenge his landing there. That would have made it much safer, but he got the bad hitbox of that where no input actually came out, and that just meant forward smash coming out, the big giant fist for Bayonetta.
And again, ZeRo just keeps setting up with these bananas time and time again. Now we have Pink Fresh with 106%. ZeRo probably comfortable, but he's not going to, you know, try to overextend because he knows how explosive this character Bayonetta is. He can lose his stock in a blink of an eye.
We're going to see him just hang out in the middle of the stage with those bananas. But here comes Pink Fresh's opportunity.
Wow, and look, it almost looks like right there, ZeRo took a page from Esam's book and SDI'd, giving him the opportunity to escape that combo with a Wish Twist, got the down tilt when he got his feet back on the ground, and ended the combo with the up smash, taking game one.
So fundamentally strong from ZeRo. Look, the ZeRo special, I want to say, is stock 1 being very even, but then stock 2, he just runs you over.
Yeah.
He has that download just so on point. He can just get you in every single kind of setup he wants, and that's just fundamentally why he was the best player in the game for so long, if he is not still.
Yeah, he's definitely my pick for first. If I saw PG Rankings 2016, I wouldn't be shocked to see ZeRo in first place. But right now, we're on Dreamland, and ZeRo already applying a lot of pressure to Pink Fresh. Pink Fresh trying to find his footing to get an opportunity to get some percentage on ZeRo, but will he be able to get any? I mean, he's off stage yet again.
This is ZeRo just keeping him cornered here, but that's a good clash for Pink Fresh just because he's going to get a little bit of a read back on the stage control.
And here's the banana in hand again, 97% on Pink Fresh. He needs to watch out because that was actually an ill-advised dive kick, but ZeRo did not punish.
Pink Fresh is again caught on the ledge. ZeRo actually retreating to the middle of the stage, playing so safe. He does not want to overcommit, even at 1 iota here.
And there's the KO. You saw Pink Fresh try his best to DI horizontally to allow him the opportunity to live on, but no. Here we go. We're in Dreamland. Okay, ZeRo still able to live, actually, after that combo.
Pink Fresh choosing not to go for a second Witch Twist there. ZeRo proving that he can SDI those, so maybe looking for a different kind of confirm. Ooh. Oh, is this it? It should be.
Just what I was going to ask. You know what? I wonder if Pink Fresh took too long to opt for that up smash there. Maybe he waited so that ZeRo could go higher, then, you know, to probably ensure the KO. Regardless, ZeRo staying alive.
Excellent DI here from ZeRo, staying alive on Dreamland, and this is going to let him just get more and more damage onto this final stock of Pink Fresh in game 2, just by playing his safe game.
So smart, just retreating, throwing the banana behind him just to get that punish, and right now we have Pink Fresh on the verge of losing another stock here.
I'm looking to witch time that banana, not going to find it. It only would have witch timed him for a very short amount of time. And there, down till up smash, completes the 2 stock here for ZeRo, moving up 2 games to nothing. Pink Fresh needs an answer.
Yeah, right now ZeRo is moving way too quick. His pressure game has been just superb on top of Pink Fresh. Pink Fresh almost having no quarter. You know, he's trying his best to get things started here with Bayonetta, a character who has a lot of great tools and that can lead to big combos, but ZeRo's just limiting these options left and right.
You said that ZeRo is moving so quick and it's so overwhelming, but for him, I believe the game is slowing down. Like, he's able to play at his own pace. He's setting the tone here, and that's why he is one of the best players in the world. And the counter pick, again, going to run it back to Dreamland. Pink Fresh doing this stage, he's saying, the stage didn't lose the game, I did. My plan is still sound, I just need to shape up. And right now, ZeRo looking real clean again.
Like, the moment 10 seconds were shaved off the clock, Pink Fresh already had 61%. You can't blink against this guy, ZeRo. Oh, Pink Fresh could have potentially had 19% from that jab.
He did not continue the hits, unfortunately for him, but he's going to get a roll into a witch twist. This might be start of something here. Oh, but good DI from ZeRo, falling out of the second up air.
Yeah, that DI is what you're going to need in order to live long against Bayonetta players as good as Pink Fresh.
He's going to look for something again, knocking ZeRo off stage, going to force him to monkey flip onto the ledge, but he is good. He is alive, and he's... Okay, he makes it back down to the bottom of the stage.
I love it. You know, ZeRo's just waiting for the threat, for the witch time, actually. You know.
Oh, what a great back air pressure here from Pink Fresh. But ZeRo going to sneak past with a high recovery with the barrels. Excellent choice.
Oh, and I think ZeRo was waiting for an air dodge so he could sneak in an up smash on the top platform. Very good double jump there from Pink Fresh.
All right, both these players trading blows left and right here. This has turned into the most even start of a game yet. Pink Fresh showing something here. That dash attack a little ill-advised, but no punish from ZeRo.
Oh, but that DI again. He didn't see the up air connect because he was already out of there after that side B. That's a punish.
There it goes. So good at sealing these stocks is ZeRo, and that's going to put him ahead. And that might be all he needs. Remember what I said. The first stock might be even, but the second stock is usually ZeRo's.
Here it is. Wow.
The neutral air combo.
I'm telling you, he's so creative, man. Keeping people guessing with his conversions.
Oh, but he's going to get the bad hit of the barrels, and that's going to give Pink Fresh a sign of life here. And if he plays his second stock like he plays his first, he has a good shot.
Him actually inflicting damage with the barrels, though, wasn't too bad. You know, it was a decent parting gift, allowing him to have a nice lead over Pink Fresh.
Yeah, those barrels do like 20-ish%. They do a lot of damage.
Ridiculous.
Nice combo here by ZeRo, getting that up throw to back air, or up throw on the banana to back air. And now he's got the middle of the stage. He's going to make Pink Fresh approach.
And I like that. ZeRo didn't even try to punish Pink Fresh after the side B. He's like, you know, he probably might witch time, so I'm just going to watch.
He really has an understanding of that. Bayonetta can really press a lot of buttons, and a lot of Bayonetta players like to press those buttons, so just wait for them to chill out. Maybe punish the RCO lag if they overextend.
Looking for a banana toss. He just needs Pink Fresh to come out and play.
That witch twist to the top platform makes it very safe. Even if you're going for like a read with a witch twist on a roll, you can just safely land on that top platform. Okay, here we got the witch time. Something not going to start here for Pink Fresh. You're sneaking out of it and going to get an up air of his own.
Speaking of safe, Pink Fresh keeps his back to the edge a lot so that if he gets hit by the banana, he'll retreat back towards the ledge, making it hard for ZeRo to get a conversion.
That's very interesting anti-Diddy Kong tech. If you keep your back at the ledge, I really want to see more players adapt that. Because I know a lot of players in the Midwest like to complain about Diddy Kong. But that's the flaw of keeping your back to the ledge. This a down tilt forward air is a great confirm to seal the stock. And that's going to be ZeRo taking a 3-0 victory. Moving on.
Props to ZeRo. Definitely not surprised by him playing so well in this matchup. As I said before, he has a lot of practice with Salem, but Pink Fresh, you know, not to put him down as a player in the least. You know, he is fully capable of beating any of these players here.
We've seen that. We've seen Pink Fresh win big tournaments with Bayonetta, winning a 2GG event out there in SoCal. And he's definitely a killer to watch out for in that lower bracket, and ZeRo is going to keep moving on. He seems upset-proof today.
He really does. Yeah. He's very solid today. He doesn't look like he's flustered in the least. I think he knows the game, and he's going to play it. That's basically it right now.
He's been playing Smash his entire life.
That's it. But we were talking about some of the wins earlier today. The first set that we saw was
Darkshad versus Mr. E.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that was a really fun one.
That was a tense Game 5 decision that Mr. E eventually won with a very convincing last stock. Ryu versus Marth. And it was going to be Marth moving on the winner's side. After that was iStudying versus who did iStudying play? He played Captain Zack.
Zach, with Captain Zack actually winning.
Another tense game 5, back and forth. Very interesting matchup between Greninja and Bayonetta.
And then after that match, I'm trying to think, who did we see afterwards? Was it ESAM Void?
That match did happen, but there might have been one in between. I don't remember. We had 4 game 5s in a row, though.
We did.
We had ESAM versus Void, and that was a very interesting back and forth battle with so much adaptation between both players. And then,
well, actually, prior to that was MK Leo.
Right? How can
we forget that? Sorry, guys.
Oh my gosh, it has been a long weekend. I apologize.
True, and it is early as well.
That was another great game 5 with a huge upset. Mars moving on in the winner's side. MK Leo gonna have to make a loser's run.
Then Abadango over Anti.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was a fun set between Mario and Diddy Kong coming out for Anti, but not enough to clutch it out, even though Abadango it has been kind of plagued by Diddy Kongs in his past in certain brackets. And then we're closing out our set here, finishing up ZeRo versus Pink Fresh, a very convincing 3-0 victory for ZeRo, and he is looking so hot right now.
Yep, and that is it for myself and Lord Sturm.
Yeah, it has been a pleasure, as always, to work with you, my good friend, and thank you guys for tuning in. Please stick around for the rest of the show. We cannot wait to show you guys some more games.
Take care.